Myself, Dr. Navya Anthony, Assistant Professor, Department of Chemistry, Morningstar Home Science College, Angamali, Kerala, India. A very good evening, one and all. I am here to present before you work about recent advances in the polypyrrole-based conducting polymer nanomaterials as support for enzyme immobilization. The objectives of our work is to carry out a review on conducting polymers. So here I will be introducing to you details about conducting polymers, scheme followed for our work, reviews done, and finally to conclude what is the importance of conducting polymers. During the past 3 decades, research on functional pi-conjugated systems and conducting polymers has rapidly grown as a broad multidisciplinary field, including biochemistry, theoretical chemistry, organic chemistry, nanochemistry, etc., and in many diverse applications involving drug delivery, fuel cells, sensors, etc. Conducting polymers, also known as synthetic metals, because of having electronic properties identical to those of inorganic metals and are thus excellent materials for immobilization of biomolecules. They have the attractive features which include biocompatibility, insolubility, chemical stability, environmental stability, unique optical and electronic properties, ease of controlling their morphology. Dallow et al. In 1968 by oxidative polymerization discovered the conducting polymer, and it has gained much attention due to the ease of preparation, biocompatibility, high stability in both aqueous systems and in air, which makes it a promising interfacial material, and it has large surface area and it has the ability to switch its redox behavior. So polypyrrole is a type of organic polymer formed by the oxidative polymerization of pyrrole, and it is black amorphous solid and hence known as pyrrole black. Upon oxidation, polypyrrole converts to a conducting polymer. The major breakthrough with regard to the routine synthesis of conducting polymers was achieved by Dyers and co-workers when they reported the formation of highly conductive, stable, and manageable polypyrrole films under controlled electrochemical conditions. Later, researchers could develop polypyrrole gels, polypyrrole fibers, polypyrrole copolymers, polypyrrole composites, polypyrrole sheets, polypyrrole spheres, etc. Polypyrrole has been produced by many different methods, which include mainly electrochemical reaction, chemical polymerization reaction, ionic emulsion method, etc. However, for obtaining high yield, chemical synthesis was most preferred. But most of the polypyrrole has been produced by electrochemical reaction because of the high conductivity. The doped state is obtained after the synthesis. Film mass and thickness can be controlled after that, and the in situ coating of polypyrrole on a substrate of complex configuration is possible. Whereas in chemical polymerization, the product of chemical polymerization is in powder form or surface coating and can function as fillers or a coating layer to impart conductivity to the composites. The low-cost, simple process, it is highly efficient too. As polypyrrole is biocompatible, we can make it incorporate with the biomaterials. In biomedical application, it is usually electrochemically generated with the incorporation of any anionic species, including negatively charged biomacromolecules, such as enzymes, proteins, polysaccharides, etc., to give a polymer bio-nanocomposites. Enzymes are the topic of discussion we are concentrating on, and enzymes are known as nature's catalyst, which speeds up biochemical reaction without itself undergoing any transformation. They find application in diverse fields, which include bakery, pharmaceuticals, animal feed, fruit juice processing, detergent industries, etc. In biomedical research, polypyrrole has mainly been assessed for its role as reporting interface in biosensors. There is an increasing literature on the application of polypyrrole as a potentially useful support material for developing many sensors like glucose biosensor, xanthine biosensor, glutamate biosensor, hydrogen peroxide sensor, cholesterol biosensor, etc. All of this is possible by means of immobilizing enzyme on the polypyrrole as support, so that it becomes possible for easy separation from the reaction mixture, elimination of enzyme recovery and purification processes, reuse of enzyme for many recycles, improved enzyme stability, etc. There are many ways with which we can immobilize an enzyme, which include immobilization in carriers and sometimes inclusions. And it includes cross-linking method, binding to a carrier, which involves adsorption, anionic binding, complexation, covalent binding, and also via encapsulation or ultrafiltration systems. The biocompatibility of polypyrrole prepared from both chemical and electrochemical means was thereby evaluated by Wang et al. In 2004. The toxicity test carried out by them showed no adverse effects on the cells or animals tested. In our study, we have evaluated the immobilization procedure based on certain parameters like pH, temperature, thermal stability, reusability, storage stability, kinetic parameters, etc. Due to the endless combination possible, outcomes reported with these factors vary widely in literature. The main attraction of polypyrrole in the role of biomaterial stems from its electrochemical properties. Polypyrrole are initially insulators, that is in the neutral form. It is only through oxidation and sometimes via reduction by chemical or electrochemical pathway, mobile charge carriers are introduced to the polymer system so as to induce conductivity. Polypyrrole backbone is neutral in reduced state and positively charged in the oxidized state. Therefore, to maintain electric neutrality, some counter ions is required to diffuse into polymer substance, and over-oxidation may lead to loss of conductivity and de-doping. On addition of enzymes, the dopant substituent with the biological functional macromolecule via adsorption, covalent linking, etc. So in this method, we have carried out chemical oxidation, chemical polymerization by means of different oxidizing agents. Most commonly used oxidizing agent is ferric chloride and sometimes ammonium persulfate, even silver nitrate, etc. can also be used. Chemical polymerization can be carried out successfully even in aqueous medium. We have carried out optimization of immobilization parameters where the optimization of pH was initially carried out so as to build up an efficient enzyme-supported biocatalyst. So polypyrrole act as the support for immobilizing enzyme, and we have opted for amylase as the enzyme, model enzyme for our study, and with amylase as the model enzyme, we have obtained the optimum pH as 5 in the case of polypyrrole, that is prepared using chemical polymerization method, and time was also varied in order to optimize the pH value. We have also characterized the obtained polypyrrole using scanning electron microscopic technique, and we have obtained spherical morphology for the samples. Concentration studies were also carried out in order to optimize the protein loading. And pH of the reaction medium was also tested in order to provide best stable immobilized platform. Thermal studies were carried out to check which is the optimum temperature suited for the immobilized biocatalyst so that we can make it applicable with the high profile. And reusability studies and storage stability studies showed that the immobilized enzyme showed high activity even after 10 to 12 cycles of reuse, and even after 4 months, the activity was still retained. And activity efficiency and activity yield, when evaluated, it showed that immobilization efficiency is higher for polypyrrole prepared using ferric chloride as the oxidant, and also polypyrrole prepared with interfacial method is the most stable one. We have here reviewed certain papers where we have polypyrrole based conducting polymers and its composites used as support for enzyme immobilization and made its mark in the field of developing biosensors. Elemental analysis data results from literature showed that composition of polypyrrole prepared chemically is almost identical to that of electrochemical one. And here you can see throughout these years, the tail of polypyrrole is evident in different forms. In 2015, polypyrrole titanium 4-phosphate was used as a support for immobilizing yeast alcohol dehydrogenase. Polypyrrole was also immobilized on glassy carbon electrode, and glucose oxidase has been immobilized onto it. In 2017, works are being conducted in order to immobilize xanthine oxidase on hybrid bio-nanocomposite chitosan polypyrrole gold composites. Now, in 2018, Trichoderma hazianum alpha amylase has been immobilized onto polypyrrole iron oxide nanocomposites. Horse-radish peroxidase has been immobilized onto ionic liquid polypyrrole composites in the year 2019. In 2020, glucose oxidase has been immobilized onto a novel defective nickel molybdenum selenide nanoplates decorated on the surface of functionalized single-walled carbon nanotubes doped polypyrrole scaffold. These are certain literature reviews we have carried out. In 1997, early 1997, invertase has been immobilized onto the polypyrrole, which is prepared by electrochemical polymerization. And in 2007, polypyrrole ferrocenium film has been used as the immobilization support to immobilize uricase enzyme. In 2007, again, amperometric biosensors has been built up by means of gold polypyrrole nanocomposites as the immobilization support. Now, polypyrrole is also used as a support in order to immobilize glucose oxidase using electrochemical polymerization. Polypyrrole has also been used as a support for immobilizing cytochrome P45 enzyme. It is also used as an immobilization support to immobilize modified glucose oxidase or glucose dehydrogenase. Later, in 2011, another work involved polypyrrole functionalized glutaraldehyde as a support for immobilizing polyphenol oxidase. Glucose oxidase has also been immobilized onto polypyrrole polyvinyl sulfonyl carbonate and composite film by cross-linking with glutaraldehyde. Lacases has been immobilized onto pyrene functionalized polypyrrole carbon nanotube electrodes. And all this mechanism was through electrochemical polymerization. Glucose biosensors and enzymatic biosensors has been successfully developed as a result of this. In 2014, works showed that Korshell iron oxide enzyme polypyrrole nanoparticles has been used as the platform for potentiometric glucose biosensor. And enzyme used for immobilization was glucose oxidase. Polypyrrole titanium 4-phosphate was used, which was prepared by chemical synthesis in order to immobilize yeast alcohol dehydrogenase in the year 2015. And polypyrrole nanofibers, which was prepared by chemical vapor polymerization, was used in order to build up amperometric glucose biosensor. Now, polypyrrole has been both chemically and biocatalytically synthesized in order to immobilize polyphenol oxidase, and it has been successfully applied on amperometric biosensor in the detection of catechol in fruit wine samples. Finally, in 2020, defective nickel molybdenum selenide nanoplates decorated on the surface of functionalized single-walled carbon nanotubes doped polypyrrole scaffold was also used in order to develop glucose biosensor. To conclude, enzyme immobilization support, which is the best platform in order to preserve our nature's catalyst, and polypyrrole serves as one of the excellent support for that. And it is also an excellent platform for biomimicking of cells, biosensors, and thus it is a smart biomaterial synthetic metal. It found innumerous number of applications in industrial field, which include fuel cells, corrosion protection, computer displays, microsurgical tools, biosensors, electronic devices, actuators, textile, and fabrics. Research trends now move on in the direction where we can use polypyrrole in the field of drug delivery, material for artificial muscles, used to coat silica and reverse phase silica to yield a material capable of anion exchange and exhibiting hydrophobic interactions, chemical sensors, microwave fabrication of multi-wall carbon nanotubes, etc. So to conclude, we can say that through the combined knowledge of molecular biology and excellent features of conducting polymers, local interaction between enzymes and their immediate microenvironment are better understood and recapitulated for the design of practical biomaterials. The reported studies highlight the versatile nature of polypyrrole, whose properties may be tailored depending on the chosen synthesis conditions, choice of dopant ion, surface chemistry, topography, etc. Other advances in polypyrrole synthesis method, such as preparation routes for biodegradable conducting polypyrrole synthesized with degradable ester linkage, etc., have been carried out. All this will enhance their potential use as an adaptable biomaterial. Thank you all for giving this opportunity to present our work. Thank you, organizers. Thank you once again.